Welcome to part of my rabbitry. Today I just wanted to go through this really quick video and talk a little bit about wool block. Wool block is definitely this life-threatening thing that can happen really fast to an Angora rabbit. It's best to act as quickly as possible, so you want to have some things on hand at all times, so that way if your bunny goes off of food and you suspect wool block, you can treat it immediately. I recently had an issue with a rabbit I had just bought. This beautiful junior German buck. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I was so excited to add this buck to my bloodlines because I don't have his bloodlines in my herd. I traveled to get this rabbit. I was super happy to get him back here. And for the first couple of days, it was okay. And then he just stopped eating. I delayed. I did something that I normally wouldn't do. If one of my regular rabbits just stops eating, I immediately treat it. But because this rabbit was brand new, I sort of thought, well, maybe he's just stressed. And so I contacted the breeder and I said, hey, what other kind of foods have you been feeding? What can I offer him to get him eating again? Any special treats or anything? He would not touch anything. He would not eat hay. And then he stopped drinking. And then I panicked because I was like, I think I missed an opportunity. I think he's got wool block and I've missed an opportunity to save him. Because he had completely quit drinking any water at all. So I keep these things on hand for wool block. And normally if something had happened and a rabbit went off food, like didn't eat food overnight or whatever, and was acting kind of squished up in the corner, not moving a lot, I would go ahead and give it these things. But I always keep these on hand. One of them is Rescue Remedy. This relaxes the rabbit. This is a stressful situation for the rabbit, and so you want to provide the rabbit with relaxation if possible. So I keep this on hand. I also keep this tincture, and it's called Tummy, made by, I want to say, Red Dragon Rabbitry. I will put her link in the description though, so you can order some of this if you want. And then controversial, an essential oil. Rabbits do not typically do great with most essential oils, but DiGize. I used 1 drop of DiGize on his belly and I rubbed it in. This is something you've got to decide for yourself if you want to do. This is a recommended essential oil to use for rabbits in the Young Living animal book. So I took a chance and I used it. I used these things in the morning and the evening, and I had to do that for 2 days, and he still did not eat or drink during these 2 days. After the first day of treating this and he still wasn't eating or drinking, I started giving him these electrolytes. After the second day of treatment, and now we're talking like maybe 3 days without any food and 2 days without any water. He's pretty weak, and so he is letting me put this directly in his mouth. Like, he doesn't care. He's letting me flip him over, which, okay, well, most of my Germans let me flip them over on their backs anyway. That's usually not an issue with Germans. Or my hybrids. I thought for sure he was gonna die. I was just counting him out. Every time I went to the barn, I was just like, he's gonna be dead. I mean, I did not have a positive outlook at all. But then after the second day of the treatments, he passed huge, disgusting, mucusy bunch of wool and mush poop, and it was so gross. And it was just really sticky and coated his whole underside. And so I had to clean him up. He still was not eating, so I continued to give him the electrolytes 3 times a day. I started giving them 3 times a day. And then he started barely nibbling some hay and drinking a little water. And then it took a good full 7 days from when it started to him fully recovering and fully eating pellets and eating hay normally and drinking water normally. So it was definitely not a quick fix. No, I had to keep working at it. As long as they're not grinding their teeth, I usually keep working with them. Sometimes if they start grinding their teeth and they're not getting any better, I'll go ahead and put them down. But he never like was grinding his teeth or anything, so I kept trying, and I'm glad I did. I feel like he's a valuable addition to my herd genetics, because German genetics are kind of hard to get a hold of around here. So I'm super relieved that it all worked out, but I want to do this quick video and tell you, please have these things on hand, except maybe the essential oil if you're nervous about essential oils, and bunnies. But definitely the tummy tincture, rescue remedy, and the Sherwood electrolytes. I know I couldn't have saved him without these things, so I highly recommend you keep them. I will put links to these things in the description. Highly recommend you get them. Keep them on hand. They are very valuable. I also want to say another one of the first things that he started eating was blackberry leaves. That is typically very soothing to the digestive system. So if you have dried blackberry leaves, raspberry leaves are good too. Keep those on hand. They are a really, really good supplement to feed a rabbit that's maybe having some digestive issues. The raspberry leaves are also excellent to have for your breeding does. Highly, highly recommend that. I hope you find this video helpful and get these things, have them on hand. I hope you never have to use them, but if you do, you can act quickly. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Y'all have a good one.